Hello YouTube fans, here we are again, gardening with Vincenzo, and we're in Vincenzo's kitchen. And today we have a real treat for you. We're going to make some chicken parmesan, quick and easy, tastes wonderful, a family tradition. And we're just going to get started here in just a moment. Alrighty. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Let me get the camera in place. I think we positioned them pretty good for today. I want to show that frying pan there. I got some grease on there. There we go. Looks fabulous. Everybody over the holidays. And here we go. In Vincenzo's kitchen. We got some oil on right now. We got the oven preheated. We have 2 tablespoons of coconut flour, some ground pepper, some garlic powder, and some onion powder. We have 3 thawed-out breasts, some of my homemade Primavera sauce, some combination Parmesan and Romano, and some pizza cheese blend, and a nice container to bake it. So here we go. We're going to take our chicken breast and we're going to give them a fast coating. For no one or anyone who hasn't used coconut flour, it has a tendency to burn the oil. I guess there's a little bit of sugar content in there. I'm not absolutely positive, but I kind of think that's why it burns. So anytime you're getting ready to use some coconut oil, just remember that it'll burn on you. Alright, we're going to gently take these chicken breasts and we're going to brown them on each side for roughly 3 or 4 minutes. We want to just get them a nice coating before we stick them in the oven and bake them. If you want to do a quicker recipe than this, you can take these chicken breasts and slice them horizontally in half, and that would work fab for you. I tried not to get too many giant ones. You can see how much is left from the coconut flour. I probably could have got away with 1 tablespoon. Let me give my hands a fast wash. Get rid of the aluminum foil that was contaminated. Now this is a Italian traditional chicken parmesan. Who doesn't love chicken parmesan? I love it. So we've got some of my homemade sauce, and we've got some pizza cheese blend, and we're going to mix that with some Parmesan and Romano. We're going to add a little bit of sauce, a little bit of seasoning, and what we're going to do is we're going to bake it in a nice glass dish. Now before you put your fried chicken that's been fried on both sides just to brown it, what you want to do before you stick it in the oven is put about 1/4 of an inch of sauce on the bottom of the tray, kind of cushion and snuggle those chicken breasts so you get that full nice flavor of the sauce, which is loaded with flavor. This is how I make mine. And already we can see, because the oil was previously heated, we're starting to just get a little bit of brown around the edges. Let's pop him over. A couple more seconds here on this. Now this is a gluten-free recipe, for anyone out there that has to worry about the gluten as I do, and if you're diabetic, this is a pretty low carb meal. This would be great served with a nice wine, a drier wine. Someone might like it with a sweet wine. A Merlot, Chianti maybe. Have yourself a nice salad with some olives or an olive medley, with this, some pasta with this. Although the pasta is something that I rarely eat because I have to have such a small amount. But it's nice every now and then to have some nice pasta. Get some linguine, throw a couple clams in there with some sauce, make a red sauce, an Alfredo. If you can finagle making it gluten-free, that works real well. But this is your main course entree. I'm only doing 3 up, although I bought a pack of chicken breasts. Got a good price on them. I'm always out there shopping. I know what the prices is on meat and produce at several local food stores, which is always good to know. Support the local environment. They support you. All right, let's turn these over. I think that, we got them brown. That's a good thing right there. They all should be brown on one side. There you go. Don't they look fab? Now it's important that you brown them ahead of time. It's just, you don't want to over bake them in the oven. So you really kind of want to cook them on both sides. Again, you want to layer your pan with some sauce because you want them to be nice and cushiony and comfortable in that pan. What we want to do also is get a piece of aluminum foil. Although I'm not sure that I want to aluminum foil these because I like that bubbly crust. What I might do is cover these and then the last 5 minutes take the aluminum foil off, and then you don't get them over brown. Both ways will work. I already have the oven preheated at 370, and I just love chicken Parmesan. It's one of my favorites. Veal Parmesan is my ultimate. I love veal. It's hard to come by anymore. Kind of got out of phase. All this talk about the meat and everything, but I'm a meat eater. Sorry, I get a lot of my protein from plants. I grow my own food. I grow my own herbs. I have my own fruit trees. So I pretty much more than make up for my carbon footprint. So I feel pretty good about that. So we're going to let these finish cooking up. I'm going to take a little bowl, and I'm going to mix some of this pizza cheese with my Parmigiano Romano. Now this is already a combination blend here, pizza cheese, and this already has some mozzarella. I like that melty. So we've got about a half a cup. We'll throw, probably a half a cup, maybe a quarter and a quarter of the Romano blend. I'm going to throw him back in the fridge. We're going to take some great garlic powder, and we're going to put a little bit of that on there. And with our cheese blend, I just picked up some more garlic. And we're going to take some of our Italian seasoning, and we're going to throw a little bit of that in there too. We want that to melt right in there. Give them a couple shakes. This is a fresh one. I just opened it up. I always have Italian seasoning on hand. And then just take your fingers, kind of mix these up, marry the flavors. Smells wonderful in my kitchen as usual. Let's take a look at our chicken. Oh, he's looking fab. You want to position these in there, rotating the points. He looks fab. And we'll put the third one in there. And he looks fab. Turn our oil off. We don't want any oil fires. Alright, now what we're going to do is we are going to take a little bit of our fresh basil. I want to put some basil on these guys. Chicken and basil go very well together. Put them right on there before I put my sauce on. And I'm going to take a little bit of my Italian seasoning. I'm a seasoning guy. I use herbs and spices and seasonings. Alright, and now what we're going to do is we're going to take some nice marinara primavera sauce that already has captured that Italian flavor. And we're going to gently encase the chicken with the sauce, especially if you're going to leave it uncovered because you don't want it to burn. Remember, if you touch the chicken, it's contaminated, so don't use it again. So that's why I brought out my partially opened jar of sauce first. And you kind of want to completely blanket the chicken, but you don't want it sitting up to its eyeballs in the sauce. Now this is already a nice thick sauce. Look at that. I only had to use half a jar. Fabulous. And now we're going to take our blend of Italian cheeses and we're going to try and put them on there without dumping them everywhere. Oh, that's fab. That looks fab. Give a nice pinch there. Kind of gently smooth it. Excellent. I have my oven on 375. I actually don't think I'm going to cover this. We're going to use all that cheese up. Good job. Mangio, mangio. Love everything Italian. It'll love you back and in full measure. Alright, so here's what we look like. Although I'm going to do one more shot with the Italian seasoning. Give it that encrusted herb look. And I want to take a little bit of fresh ground pepper. And I'm going to grind some pepper on these too. I love the taste of fresh ground pepper. It's got that nutty outdoorsy flavor. So there we go. That's our finished product before it goes in to the oven. And we're going to stick it on the top. We are going to bake it at 375, and we're going to go at least 20 minutes on this. For those that are new to the channel, sometimes what I do is I show the whole process from start to finish, but sometimes what I also do is I show you how to prepare it. I put it in the oven And then I post on my Facebook page, Gardening with Vincenzo LLC, the finished product, which is what I'll do with this. 20 minutes is a long time to be waiting. 20 minutes is a long time to hear me talking. Please like and subscribe and share on my YouTube channel. I'm always looking to interact with folks, share some recipes, share some techniques. A lot of videos out there, a lot of how-tos, a lot of gluten-free cooking. If you're gluten-free, it's a whole different world. If you're gluten-free and diabetic, you're out there in uncharted territory for the most part. All right, here's another Gardening with Vincenzo in Vincenzo's kitchen. Be safe out there, America.